Some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Total leather and we'll get started. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Notre Dame's offense will have the football first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the ground, he's got it again. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Oh, he's got some space. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Quarterback keeper. He's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Penn State's offense will go to work for the first time. And And we'll get a quick look at one of the early leaders for the Heisman. Winning the award as a running back certainly demands something beyond the normal. He's going to have to put together a stellar season, David.
No, he will. And listen, it's hard for running backs to get this award. Now, it is a quarterback award, but recent years, Ashton Genty, you saw him there. But you got to be the catalyst. You got to be the straw that stirs the drink. You got to put up huge numbers. So far, Paulo, he's been a catalyst. He's been great. He's just going to have to keep it going.
And his numbers are pretty good now. I think they have a chance to get even better. When you look at the schedule moving ahead, they're going to have to force-feed him the football. He's going to have to play big in those games if they're going to keep winning. So keep an eye on this guy as a Heisman favorite because he's got that kind of ability.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game. There's a lot of football left. But you're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and answer after your defense gave up that touchdown on the opening drive.
In your own territory, fourth down, no problem at all. They just go for it again.
What about you, Reese? Are you going for that?
Yeah, man. Bring in the heat. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Caught behind the line. It's Jamison. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Such a great job on the defense, winning on early downs. What does that mean now? It means third and long. Third and long now go to dime packages, to nickel packages. Taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck, no holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Pocket breaking down. Yes. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Irish send out the punt unit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Hauls it in at the 40. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Makes the grab. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Fires to the big fella. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here.
Oh!
He just missed the target on that, but got to put it on his body. And that time he took a big shot off of the RPO.
And when you run these run-pass options, you want to take a little bit of time to stick it in that running back's belly, read the defense, get him to suck up, and try to make those big plays down the field. So I like the aggressive attack off the RPO.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Snagged in the middle. It's Jamison. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that'll be a turnover on downs.
And aggressive takeoffs. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Now on first and 10 from the 29. The give out of the gun. Jukes his way for more. Got the first down and still on his feet. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Aaron. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He'll take a deep shot here. And this one falls incomplete, but I think the defense was in the neutral zone. It was a free play.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. Hand off from the shotgun. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Nittany Lions are threatening in the red zone. From the shotgun, they'll run it.
Hey, come on.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play. And
he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. The AT unit on the field.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Catch in the middle. It's Jones.
How do I have 2 guys?
Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Logan. Here comes the heat. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Gets it out fast. Across the 25, he's got room. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Don't get caught, baby. Don't get. God damn it. God.
But not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Let's go down here.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. To the air on first down. Got his man. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive game right away.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free.
Come on. Got it.
He goes. Got the first down and more.
Damn it.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Penn State.
That's a great job of just trusting your offensive line to get it done, scoring the touchdown. An extra point's going to tie this thing up right before halftime. And after that run, I think they're going to feel more confident running it in the second half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here come the Irish back on offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sideline to be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on.
You already did?
No. Go upstairs to get night to Jason real fast. Charge that for a second.
Oh.
Charge the headset for a couple minutes.
Here we go.
We go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. On the move from inside his 5.
Ha.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And the third down pass is incomplete.
Tie game here early in the second half, and offensively you're hoping to get something going, but after that incompletion it kind of kills all of your momentum. This quarterback is really going to have to lock in here for the rest of this game if they're going to win.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Leaves it with the running back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
His ass out
They
there. Come
stop
on,
him short of the sticks,
Contain
and
him.
it'll be 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away.
Number 10 on to kick it away.
Now on the return.
Oh.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
We all seen that one.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away incomplete.
I think we got a little bit sloppy on that route. You need more separation if you're going to give your quarterback a better target trying to complete that input.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken
Go for
down
it.
on 3rd down. Got it.
Come on.
Behind the line. It's Wade. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive.
Turning it on.
Come on.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Snags it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And that
took
one
them in.
will give him the lead.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big 10 action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Purdue is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Bob Reese, this might not be over just yet. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to UCLA. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the...
Son of a... Oh, my God.
The 1st down, and they stop him.
That was thick all day, bro.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. This time they'll go to the running game. He is going nowhere. Stops at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Davenport. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw. It's Logan. Got it in the middle. It's Davenport. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm fine.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys. They've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback.
Breaks into the open. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. Looking downfield on first down. And
that was very beneficial.
The quarterback goes down
Thank
to
you
the
for doing
17. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time. You're pointing to him. There's the guy we got to make sure that doesn't make the play, and he gets to the quarterback time and time again.
There are very few players, I think, in college football, David, that you need to know where they line up each and every play because they are going to disrupt everything. This guy has been that all throughout his career. 40 sacks. That is unbelievable.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it set up on the outside. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. On the move at the 30. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
By when you get 4 minutes ahead of them.
What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Quick strike complete. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And he dropped it.
Non-catching, son of a
catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his
Yeah, he has got to.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass.
Oh my God, I almost did not get that off.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
The Nittany Lions had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Flips it out on the screen.
This is my first down.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Lost to throw again.
You are
He was
non
fortunate
shit.
not to lose yardage on that play.
I might go
Able
for
to
first
wedge
and
it back
10
to the
to
line of
second.
scrimmage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Touchdown,
Got it.
Penn State.
He caught that
Quick
one.
strike through the air for the score.
He caught that one.
They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now looking at a 2-possession game late in this one, it wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen,
Jesus Christ.
Oh, he's got some space. Smashes through the tackle.
Damn it.
And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
So now it's 2nd and long. Unloads quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They started this drive with a big play, but now they need a conversion to keep it alive on 3rd down. Deep shot for the end zone.
Oh, my God.
And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Under fire. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10.
Oh, my God. Come on,
He
dog.
found good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Nittany Lions come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll run it from the gun. He breaks the tackle. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. He's got it on the right. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Going home, boys.
This was going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent, and we didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all 3 phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is...
That halfback tore me up.